Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. Tonight is an episode called Tag Your It. I was tagged by K&K Crochet. Hey girls, I just love them. I love their content, love their channel. They're so precious. But I was tagged and I love playing these. So here we go. And the content was created by Faded Wildflower Crochet. I'm having to look at my notes and it's a little dark in here. Question number 1, how did you learn to crochet? My grandma, Cheryl, taught me how to crochet when I was about 10 years old. May have been a little younger than that. She would crochet. She painted. She done plaster of Paris. She wrote poetry. She cooked. She could do anything. She could sew. But she would sit and crochet, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And back in the day, the church ladies would all get together and make crafts and sell them. They called it the Ladies Auxiliary. Ladies Auxiliary. And they would sell it, their items, in a bake sale, what have you, in the church basement, raise money for the parsonage where the pastor and his family lived. And they would buy new curtains and carpet, whatever they could afford. That's where the money went back into. So she would crochet the doll dresses that went over, kind of like Barbie dolls. And they would sit in your toilet paper on the back of your commode. And they were the cutest thing, of course, back in the day. That was when the big old poofy dresses were in style, and the granny dresses they called them. But she taught me how to crochet, and I have loved it ever since. I mean, there's times I've put it down and didn't crochet for a long time, and I'd pick it back up again. But she taught me, and then my friend Marty got me back into crocheting in about 2000. I'd put crocheting down for a long time. I'd been cross-stitching and working with plastic canvas. So Marty got me back into crocheting. Number 2, what's your favorite thing to crochet? Well, doilies and beanies. That has been my go-to. I'm not big on big projects because I lose my interest. I get bored too easy. So doilies and beanies. Number 3, if you could only use one yarn for the rest of your life, what would it be? Hobby Lobby. Any Hobby Lobby yarn I love, love, love. So it would have to be Hobby Lobby yarn. Number 4, what's the weirdest thing you've ever made? Well, when Marty got me back into crocheting, like I said, it was about 2000. She was the one that got me to looking at diagrams and crocheting doilies. Well, the weirdest thing I ever crocheted was, it was supposed to be a granny square, and it had like 5 or 6 corners. It was almost shaped like the state of Tennessee, so it's almost a rectangle. Didn't look at anything like a granny square. So that was probably the weirdest thing. Then I started to make a throw pillow cover, and I should have been using the small yarn, like the size 10 thread yarn. But I was using regular crochet, probably 4-weight yarn. And by the time I was not even finished, I was probably like halfway through. It was almost the size of a tablecloth. So those were probably 2 of the weirdest things. Number 5, what's something you'd never crochet? Never. I see people doing them in the amigurumis, and I'm not, no, not me, not me. I'd have nightmares. Oh, my word, I can't even stand to say the word. Number 6, where do you get your inspiration? My son encourages me a lot, and my friends encourage me. So there's where I get my inspiration. And then other fellow YouTube crocheters. I love to watch K&K Crochet. I love their mission. I love their channel. There's so many people that I love watching. Carrie the Yarny Elephant. There's just too many to even start naming. I'm just such a fan of the crochet community. I love watching all the content I can watch. And I love pulling from those channels things that maybe I would be interested in crocheting. 7, favorite thing you've made so far this year. My son's amigurumi bunny. I started out, I think my first amigurumi project was the little whale that I made for my son's girlfriend's little boy. And then I started making some of the, I was dabbling and trying to get my foot in the door, so to speak. Well, I made the bunny, and I don't remember now who the pattern was by, and I loved it. And that was my favorite thing I've made this year. And now I'm branching out, and I'm learning more things. I'm trying to get my faces to look better. So I'm working on that. Number 8, crochet plans you are excited about in the future. Well, Christmas extravaganza is coming up in July, and I'm excited about being part of that. And I'm so thankful I was asked to be a part of it. I'm so looking forward to it. And then also, my friend has signed us up for a craft fair with her quilt guild in, I believe it's around October. So I'm excited about those 2 things. Number 9, worst thing about crochet. Probably not enough time. I sat and worked on the dragon today for my son's girlfriend's little boy. And I get so lost in doing that I leave everything else alone. So probably just not enough time to do it. Number 10, favorite thing about crochet. There's a lot of things I love about crocheting. I love seeing the beginning process. I love working the process, and I love the ending process. And I love seeing others happy when I gift it to them, or even when they purchase it and they're happy with it. So thank you, girls. Thank you, K&K Crochet, for tagging me. I love these. I love playing along. So I'm going to tag Michelle Plays Hooky. She's awesome. And I can't wait to hear her answers. And, of course, I think I may have already tagged Kimberly. Kimberly, if I did, I hope you'll play along again. If you don't, maybe you'll tag somebody else. Simply Living in a Small Town, Kimberly. And then also Ella with No Catchy Name Crochet. So I hope that you girls will play along, and I hope you will enjoy it. Until next time, join me back with more Crochet with Lulu. And again, this was created by Faded Wildflower Crochet. I think I'm getting that right. And I was tagged by K&K Crochet. See you later. Bye-bye.